Are you a taller person looking for a trailer with lots of ceiling height? Well, stick around. We found 3 awesome models with lots of ceiling height and king beds. Hey everybody, Mike from RV Blogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And if you've seen us before on YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing us, welcome aboard. Susan and I make tons of videos all about RVing, and we invite you to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell when you do, so you'll be notified every single week when Susan and I put out a brand new video. But without any further ado, let's get on with our tours of travel trailers with king beds that are made for really tall people. This travel trailer is the Winnebago Voyage, model number 2831RB. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 7,444 pounds, a very nice cargo carry capacity of 2,956 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 10,400 pounds. The hitch weight is 840 pounds. It measures in at 31 feet 8 inches long, and it can sleep up to 4 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, immediately on your right is a coat and pantry closet. Then on the left-hand side is the bathroom that spans the entire back of the camper. Then we roll on into the living area, then the kitchen area, and in the very front of this camper is where the owner's bedroom is located. So our first impression when we walked in here was, wow, this feels really great. There's a few features in here that really set this trailer apart from others. One of them is you've got the fireplace and entertainment area right across from your seating area. So your living area is your living area. It's not necessarily too mixed in with your kitchen. I love it when you have a dinette and kitchen area that are all together, and then your living area is all together. It just adds some cohesiveness to the camper. There's also two-tone cabinetry in here that makes it feel very luxurious. But to get started with our tour, immediately on your right-hand side is this very large both coat closet and pantry closet in here. This is lighted up so you can see in here very well, but it's just a huge closet offering tons of storage. Immediately on the left is where the bathroom is located, but we'll get to that at the end of the video. Now, as you can see just to my right-hand side here, starting from the top down, we have this very large storage cabinet above the TV. TV itself is mounted in a great spot because you can see it from your theater seating and also from the dinette. So if you're keeping track of the game or whatever, you got a great spot to do that. Down below we have some open storage area. All of your radio controls are here as well. And then finally we have the fireplace down below, which creates a beautiful ambiance in your camper. If you're sitting inside at night watching TV, just creates a really nice feeling. And then there are a couple of storage doors on each side of the fireplace as well. Now, directly across from the entertainment center is where these movie theater seats are located, and these are very comfortable. They're also a manual type recliner, which I like a lot. I find the less electric items, the better, that could break down later. But this is very comfy. You can kick back and relax, watch your TV, enjoy your fireplace, and all that good stuff. It's got a couple of built-in cup holders, and of course a center console to put all of your remote controls away. And then just behind me here is where an electrical receptacle and a couple of USB ports are located. So if you're working on your couch or whatever and you got your computer plugged in, or you need to charge your phone, you know, you have a way to do that. There's also a very large window behind me here and another window on the side, so you just get tons of natural light flooding into this camper. Now, one last thing I should point out is that even though they're showing the theater seating in this particular camper, this would normally come standard with a tri-fold sofa here. So if you have a lot of kids and you need an extra bed to sleep 2 more people, you know, that's a very good way to go with just a standard option here of the tri-fold sofa. Or if you like the upgraded feel of the theater seats, you can do that too. Now here I am in the kitchen area of this trailer, just past the living area, and one of the best features I think in this kitchen is this refrigerator. This is a French door style fridge with the freezer down below. Very popular residential style fridge, although it is an RV fridge. And when you open her up, you have plenty of storage inside. You can see all the shelving in there. It's very accessible and easy to get to. And then down below you have your freezer baskets with a little freezer shelf on top to hold your ice and things like that. Now, as we wrap on around through here, up above here, you'll also notice, I missed it a second ago, but there's some open storage above the refrigerator. Maybe you could store some cookie sheets and things like that up there. There's also a storage above the microwave. And look at the size of this microwave. I mean, that's a full 30-inch microwave, just like you would find at home. Plenty of space in there to cook away. Just to the left of that, we have this nice cabinet door with black inlaid glass, and then you've got some storage in here with a fixed shelf in between. Just next to that, you've also got two more big cabinet doors with all open storage in here. And then as we drop on down, you've got a ton of countertop space in here. You have a light underneath here to light it up for you. Receptacle here so you can plug in any of your kitchen appliances that you'd like to. Then there's a big rectangular single bowl sink in here with a gooseneck faucet and an integral sprayer. And then as we wrap on around, we have another receptacle, another receptacle up here above the kitchen countertop with a window here to bring in some natural light to light up the area. There's also a 3-burner stove here and a real oven down below. Now, as we wrap around and take a look at some of the storage under the countertop, I just want to quickly point out Winnebago's done a fantastic job creating a very residential feel in here because they've gone with this two-tone cabinetry. Darker cabinets down below, lighter cabinets up above. Just a really great feel in here, and I like the way they've put it all together. Now, right next to the cooktop and oven is a nice big cabinet for storage. This would probably be a great spot to stow your trash can or something like that. Underneath the kitchen sink, there's plenty of storage there. And then you have another smaller cabinet here with a shelf built in. And then finally, you have a bank of 4 drawers to stow away all of your kitchen utensils. So here I am sitting at the dinette table, and you could easily seat 4 people here, no problem. A couple features to note are the upgraded light fixture above the dinette table, very nice touch. Ultra large window that also opens to create some nice ventilation in here, and there's another window behind me here. You'll notice in the corner that there's a receptacle and USB ports. Susan and I always look for those in areas around the dinette because we work at our dinette, and a lot of people do too, right? You'll have your computer here, you can work away, look things up, do some trip planning, whatever it is, and if you need to plug in and charge up, you can easily do so. Now, both of these dinette booths do have storage underneath of them. There's 2 ways you can access that storage. There's a door on the front of the dinette, or you can just lift the cushion up and pull the plywood up for even better access underneath of these dinette booths. Now, the table itself will drop down, and this creates another bed in here. And if you did that, let's see what size bed you would have. You would end up with about 67 inches by about 44 inches. So, you know, a smaller size adult or certainly children could be able to sleep in this dinette spot. Now, here we are in the very front of this trailer, and you'll find up here they are showing it with the optional king bed. It comes standard with a queen, but you can upgrade it to a king. And in fact, the size of this bed is a full 80 inches long, and it is 72 inches wide, making this a full-size residential king-size bed, which is just terrific, especially for all you taller folks out there. Now, you'll notice up and around the bed we have this open storage area overhead, and then on each side there's a wardrobe cabinet with a bar up top so you can hang all of your garments there. Then there's a little cubby behind each of the cabinets, and below that you have your end tables, and on the front of the end tables there are receptacles and USB ports as well. Now, under this bed you can lift the bed up and access your storage there, but you can also access it without lifting the bed because you can get to it from all 3 sides, which is a great feature. Finally, there is a mirrored wardrobe closet here for all your taller hanging items, and then a separate spot down below for additional storage. And you can see just behind me here, this bedroom has its own entry door. So if you have the kids sleeping out there in the living room and you and your wife stay outside a little later to enjoy the fire, you come in, you don't have to disturb everyone to get into your bedroom. Really, really great feature. Now, up above here is where you would mount your TV, And it looks like it's kind of a small spot, but if you mount your TV, it can actually go in front of the door a little bit, because the door itself can slide back and forth and it will not affect your TV hanging here. You do have a receptacle and cable outlet above, so you're all ready to go. Now, here I am standing inside the shower in the bathroom, all the way in the back of this trailer, which we saw when we first started the tour. It's right by the entry door, which, by the way, is pretty good placement, right? If you're outside or the kids are outside messing around and they need to come in and use the bathroom, they don't have to traipse through the entire trailer to get to it. It's right here. Now, standing in this shower, it feels really nice and roomy in here because this shower is wider than what we normally see in travel trailers. In fact, it's about, gosh, almost 30 inches wide, and most of them are closer to 2 feet. So that extra 6 inches just really improves the feel that you have in here. Now you'll notice too, there are 3 shelves here in the corner for your soap and shampoo. Of course, you have your sprayer and then a skylight above for additional headroom. So for you taller folks, between the king bed and the headroom in this camper, I think it really will work out great. Now, standing in the shower and measuring up into the skylight, wow, you have a full 6 feet 10 inches of headroom in here, and the ceiling height throughout the entire camper is 7 feet tall. So for you taller folks, this may be the perfect trailer for you. Now, a couple of other things to note are that you've got this glass shower door here. I love it. It's not a curtain or anything. It's luxurious looking. It certainly makes it feel upgraded in here. These are easy to take care of, and they just really look nice. Now, Susan and I have traded spots in the bathroom, and she's standing in the shower and I'm on the other side of the bathroom at the vanity location. And the vanity here is a great size. You have a nice oversized mirror over top, and then you have all this countertop space around your vanity sink. There's also a receptacle here if you need to plug in any of your blow dryers or shavers or whatnot. You've also got this big linen closet off to the right-hand side. Tons of storage space in there, both above and below. And then you have a bank of 3 drawers for even more storage of your personal effects in your bathroom. Now, down below your vanity sink, there's also even more storage down there. Now, here I am sitting on the commode. A couple of other features just to quickly point out. There is a towel ring off to the side here, and then you have a window in your bathroom, which is great because you can get some extra ventilation in here. Now, here I am sitting on the commode. This bathroom is so big because it spans from side to side of this trailer, and we are going to pass the elbow test 100%. This travel trailer is the Forest River Grand Surveyor model number 268 FKBS. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 6,973 pounds, a very impressive cargo carry capacity of 3,022 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 9,995 pounds. The hitch weight is 1,195 pounds. It measures in at 32 feet even, and it can sleep 2 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, on the right-hand side, you walk into the gorgeous front kitchen area and living area. As we wrap on around, we come into the owner's bedroom, which has a beautiful fireplace setup. And behind me here is a super luxurious owner's bathroom with 2 vanities. You're going to want to check this out towards the end of this video. Now, our first impression when we walked in here was just an absolute wow. I mean, this trailer has a huge wow factor. The front kitchen up here is absolutely gorgeous. It's more like a residential kitchen that you would find in someone's home than in a travel trailer. And the way they've integrated the living and dining areas is very, very smart and well done. And so we also went through the bedroom and into the bathroom, and everything in here is just super luxurious. It is awesome. So let's get started walking through here. Now, just on my left hand side when you first come in, you've got this really nice pantry closet. Now, this could be a coat closet, but I think the shelf in here is too high, and so I would consider these more of hat hooks than coat hooks. But nonetheless, you have all of this really nice storage right in here, very accessible right at your entry, and the closet is lit up as well, which makes it very, very nice. Now, as we wrap on around through the kitchen, you'll notice there are a couple of freestanding bar stools here, and there is no dinette in this camper. And so what they've done is just built a high top countertop with a couple of taller bar style chairs, and this becomes your dinette area. You'll also notice that all of your controls are conveniently located right by the entryway, and they have a couple of little key holders here as well for you. Now, as we wrap on around, you'll notice that the TV is integrated into the kitchen area, but it's really in a perfect spot because it's right across from the nice comfy couch. And it also has a sound bar below, so you get some excellent sound quality when you're watching movies or sports or whatever on TV. Now, the amount of countertop space in here is just amazing because this is really what we would call sort of a U-shaped kitchen setup. So you're really going to max out on your countertop space and cabinetry for storage. So up top here, we have a built-in microwave with some open storage up above. They have a little cord here to hold things in place for you. And then there's some open storage next to that as well. Then you have these beautiful cabinet doors with the black glass inlays. And this is all open storage behind all 4 of these doors all the way across. Now, as we drop down onto this side of the countertop, they did a really cool job with the cutting board. It's got a little mounting bracket and you can, you know, stow your board away so it's out of the way. But it's also really just a pretty cutting board, so it's nice to show it off. The countertops in here are absolutely beautiful. You've got a huge front window here to let in tons of natural light. There's also receptacles on each side of this countertop, so you can turn on any and all of your kitchen appliances in here, no problem. Then we have this beautiful single bowl sink with a very nice overhead gooseneck faucet with a sprayer, which is a fantastic option in here. And then of course we have another window over top of the countertop and cooktop space. And speaking of the cooktop, we have a 3-burner stove here, so you can cook 3 different things at one time. I don't know what you would have. I would have hot dogs, beans, and sauerkraut all going at the same time in here. This countertop area too has a receptacle up underneath, so you can plug things over here, like maybe make this your coffee bar or something along those lines. Now down below we have a bank of 6 drawers here, which is phenomenal. You can store away tons and tons of all of your kitchen appliances down below. And there's even a little bottle opener here in case you want to crack open a cold beer. Now down below the oven, and there is an oven in here, I forgot to mention that. So if you want to cook a pizza or bake some cookies, there you go. Down below that, we have a nice drawer opening or door opening. You can put a bin in there and maybe hold some of your larger pots and pans, pull them out as needed. Now under the kitchen sink, there is also some additional storage, and then under this part of the countertop, there's even more storage. This is all open underneath, by the way. There are no side dividers. So in that case, if your trailer's like that, and many of them are these days, they get rid of the middle dividers to lower the weight load in the camper. You know, you just have to put things in bins. We use clear bins for just about everything in our RV. That way we can see what's inside of them and pull them out as needed. So you probably need to do something similar to that in this trailer. And then finally, as we wrap around, we've got a Furrion refrigerator. This is a great size fridge and freezer. It's 12 volts, so it runs off of the coach battery, which is fantastic. No propane needed for this. And then finally, we wrap around to the couch area. Now, up above the couch, we have these 3 cabinets with all open storage behind them. And then, of course, you have a nice big window on the back and on the side. By the way, this whole entire area for the couch and the refrigerator slide out, which give you so much more room and floor space in here. And then this is a triple recliner. So all 3 positions in here, you just pull the cord and sit back and you can relax and watch your TV. Also want to point out there are outlets on this side of the couch. There's not one on this side, but that's close enough. If you need to, I don't know, plug in a computer or something like that while you're sitting here watching TV, you can certainly do that. A central vac is located on the wall just inside the owner's bedroom when you come in from the living area. Now, before we head into the bedroom area, I just want to point out that they've got a nice 2-tone color going on in here. The cabinets are the lighter color, but then you have these beautiful barn-style doors that slide in place to close off the owner's bedroom, and they also did a darker door here for the coat closet. So all in all, it creates a really luxurious feel in here. So let's check out the bedroom next. So while we're in here in the owner's bedroom, you can see that you have a nice size bed in here. Let's see how big this bed is. I have a feeling it's a king size bed. It's 80 inches long and 66 inches wide. So this would be considered a residential size king bed. Now over top, you'll notice that we have these 4 cabinets that open up, so you have lots of storage up there. Then you've got a couple of reading lights underneath, so when you're laying in bed, you can enjoy a book before you fall off to sleep. On each side of the bed, there's also a window and a small shelf, plus a couple of USB ports. So if you need to charge a phone, tablet, Kindle, whatever, you can certainly do that. There are also receptacles on each side of the bed. So I think if you had to plug in a CPAP or something like that, you could probably make it work. But it just depends. Now, underneath of the bed, there is plenty of storage under there as well, so you can stow even more things away. Now, at the foot of the bed is where the fireplace is located in this bedroom, and it is such a great feature. It is absolutely beautiful. I love the idea of having a fireplace in the bedroom. When you have these electric fireplaces, they can either heat your room or not. You can turn off the heat and just enjoy the glow. Either way, you have a nice ambiance in your bedroom. Now, this area is also where you would mount your TV above, and this is the perfect location for this bedroom. You can see up top we have a cable and receptacle there, so great place to mount your TV. You also have a nice sized window here, lots and lots of countertop space. And then on this side we have 4 drawers that open up for storage. And on this side, we just have a big cabinet door for additional storage there. One last cabinet to show off in the bedroom before we head into this bathroom, which I know you're going to love, is this big cabinet here. This is a wardrobe closet, so you can hang things up top in here, and there's additional shelf down below to store more things. So we're shooting this bathroom from a little different perspective because we want to show it off. It's so nice and luxurious and big. But here I am standing in the shower like I usually do, and as you guys know, I'm 5'11". Let's check out our ceiling heights in this camper, and I think you're going to be very impressed. So standing in the shower and up into the skylight, let's see what we have here. Gosh, 6 feet 9 inches of space inside the shower, but the normal ceiling height throughout this entire travel trailer is 6 feet 10.5 inches long. So between a king bed and super tall ceiling height, for you taller folks, this might be the perfect travel trailer for you. Now, inside the shower, it's a very good size. It's wider than what we usually see, so it makes it feel much more comfortable in here. Now, in each corner, there are a couple of shelves for your soap and shampoos. Of course, there's a shower wand in here that you can remove. And then it's got a retractable shower door, so you don't have a curtain. And these retractable doors are great because they save a lot of space and they make it easy to enter and exit the shower. Now, it's very, very rare that we find travel trailers that have double vanities in them, but this one does, and it just looks great in here. Now, starting from the top, there are 2 medicine cabinets in here, and they also have toothbrush holders built into them, so you can store your toothbrush away, close your door. Very, very nice and convenient. There's also a little backsplash in here behind the double vanities, which is a nice touch. There's also an electric outlet on each side of the countertop, and there is plenty of countertop space in here. Below the sinks, there's also plenty of storage down below, and there's even a little towel hook up here on the wall, so you can hang your towels up here. And then there's a linen closet here with lots and lots of storage. This linen closet's, I don't know, almost 2 feet deep. Now, speaking of tons of closet space in a bathroom, check this out. This is probably the biggest linen closet we've ever seen in a bathroom. It's got adjustable shelves. It also has a bar up top, so you can use it to hang garments in here, or you can adjust your shelves for storage. But the real treat in this one is it has a rough-in for a washer and dryer unit, so you could certainly put those in here instead, and then you could really live inside this travel trailer year-round because it's so nice having a washer and dryer. Susan will tell you about it all day long. Now, here I am sitting on the commode, and there is one more storage spot in here, and that's on my left-hand side. There's all this open storage here. This bathroom is gigantic and luxurious. Forget the elbow test. I feel like a king sitting on his throne. This travel trailer is the Lance model number 2465. It has an unloaded vehicle weight of 6,830 pounds, a cargo carry capacity of 2,070 pounds for an overall gross vehicle weight rating of 8,900 pounds. The hitch weight is 930 pounds. It measures in at 29 feet 10 inches long, and it can sleep up to 5 people. When you first walk into this travel trailer, you walk into the nice comfy sofa area. Then we wrap on around through the dinette and kitchen area. Where I'm standing is where the mid-bath is located, and in the very back of this camper is where the owner's bedroom and office are located. Now, our first impression when we walked into this camper is that it feels really, really nice in here. We like the way that Lance has taken the living and dining areas and sort of combined them into one big room, but it does make a lot of sense the way they have things organized. We also like the fit and finish in here as well, because with a Lance camper, it just seems like they do everything right. And there are a lot of little surprises throughout the camper as well, but we'll go through and review all those as we make our way through. Now, first of all, you have this really nice comfy sofa here when you first walk in the door, and it seems kind of odd because usually when you walk into a camper, there's not a sofa right here, but in this case there is, and it kind of works really well because the TV is located straight across from here, and you have a perfect view of the TV, so you can chill out, relax. You can even use this part as like a chaise lounge, you know, and just chill out here and relax and watch TV a little bit. Now, this sofa also serves a second function as well, and that is that it jackknifes out into a big sleeping area. And the way to do that is, first of all, you just have to remove this cushion, and then this part of the sofa just jackknifes right out. There we go. And when you do that, you get a bed that is about, and I'm going to measure like the cushiony area. I don't want to over measure it. So this is about 72 inches, and the bigger part of this is about 50 inches wide. The smaller part up here is about 40 inches wide, and this back cushion really doesn't come out. And so, you know, you would end up with, you know, 2 people could sleep here, I think, but you'd be fighting for foot space at the bottom. Certainly a couple of kids could fit on here very easily as well. So in addition to having the sofa also serve as a bed, you'll notice that you have these nice shelves in the corner with some reading lights attached to them. Very nice look. Then we have 3 windows here towards the front of this camper, so you can open all of those up, get some nice fresh air blowing through. And then finally on this end, there's a little cubby up here in the front where you can store a few things, and there's a receptacle and USB ports plus a 12-volt port. So if you have some electronics that you want to charge up while you're sleeping overnight, very convenient to do so. One other thing to point out about the sofa area is that there is this little shelf that runs behind. You know, if you were sitting here watching TV, you could certainly put a drink there or something like that just to keep it out of the way. There's also a receptacle and USB and 12-volt port on this end as well. Now, as we wrap on around, we come into the dinette area. The dinette is set into a slide out, and so it creates a lot of space inside this trailer. Now, you'll notice from top down, I mean, they have these really nice fixtures built in here, very nice touch. Again, you've got 3 windows around your dinette, so it's very nice and bright and open in here, a lot of natural light coming through. Now, in the dinette itself, you could easily seat 4 people here, that is for sure, and each of the dinette booths have a really nice big drawer that fully extends so you can maximize your storage space. Now, the dinette itself also will drop down and convert into a bed, and if we did that, let's see how big this one would be. So this would get you about 66 inches by about 42, 43 inches wide. So an average size adult or a couple of kids might be able to sleep in this spot. So as we wrap around past the dinette, we have the entertainment center. They've got a nice big TV up here mounted. Like I mentioned earlier, it's in a perfect spot to see from the sofa or at least half of the dinette. There's also a receptacle here that you could use if you needed to plug in from the dinette, or I don't know, if you wanted to set up a clock or something here on the shelf, you know, you could do that as well. Down below that, you have all your radio controls and a couple of speakers. There's a little open storage area here, and then you've got a fireplace down below so you can enjoy the glow and ambiance of a fire while you're inside your camper relaxing. Now, the kitchen starts just inside the entry door. They have a few little key hooks here on the end so you can hang up your keys as you come in. There's also a little storage spot right here, maybe for your wallet or your phone, things like that that you need when you're going in and out of your camper. Now, this wraps on around, and it's very nice setup. First of all, starting up top, you have these 2 really nice cabinet doors that lift up. All the hardware in here is really great. I mean, it's just solid. It works really well. It's very, very high tech, or very, very high quality, I should say. Inside of this cabinet, you have a shelf which is removable, so you can store things up here. Then you have this space in between these two cabinets. Maybe you could store like cookie sheets and things like that in here, maybe a cutting board. And then over here, you have your microwave oven. Now, down below that, we have our range hood, and then a nice, really big 3-burner stove up here. I really like that setup. And then down below that, check this out. Very good size oven in here, much larger than most travel trailers have. Up top again, we have this nice backsplash here to protect the walls in case you have any splatter when you're cooking. And then you have some, a decent amount of countertop space in here. Now they have the sink covers on here, and this reveals a nice big single bowl sink. And then the kitchen faucet is a very nice faucet. It's got a big swivel, gooseneck, and then of course a separate sprayer involved as well. And then finally on the back of the countertop, they have a trash can built in. It's a very convenient location right by the door, so you can take your trash right outside. I also want to point out that just past the trash can on the side of the cabinet over here is where a electrical receptacle is located. So if you wanted to set up a coffee pot or a toaster, you do have a place to plug in over there. Also, there is a window right above the countertop, which lets in a lot of natural light. Perfect placement for that. Now down below the countertops, we also have some additional storage. Underneath the kitchen sink, there's a plenty amount of storage under there, and then you have 3 drawers over here for all of your kitchen utensils. So here we are at the refrigerator in here, and they have a good sized fridge in here with a separate freezer. Now the refrigerator that's in this model currently is a propane style fridge, but Lance is changing over and they're going to turn this into a 12-volt compression style refrigerator eventually with the 2024 models. So we just caught it early and they haven't made the switch out yet, but moving forward, that's what you can expect in your camper. So here I am all the way in the back of the camper now. We came all the way back to the owner's bedroom. The owner's bedroom is really, really nice. We think it's fantastic. Now, we know this is a king-size bed. I can tell already. And it's a full 80 inches long, and it is, wow, this one is 72 inches wide. So it's a real king-size bed in here, which is just great. Susan and I have a king-size bed in our camper, and she still comes on my side of the bed all the time. I don't know what is up with that. But anyway, here we are, and we have 3 windows that wrap around through here, so you can open up and get a nice cross breeze through here. You'll notice the open storage up above. It just looks fantastic the way they have it all finished. Then there are a couple of reading lights underneath the shelf as well. There's also a little bit of a sideboard on each side of the bed, and there's also a receptacle, USB ports, and a 12-volt outlet as well. The bed also lifts up, and it has a couple of little hydraulic jacks to help you out with that, and then there's plenty of storage underneath. Now, Susan and I really, really like the other side of this bedroom. We think Lance did a really great job with this setup, starting with the televator that pops up out of the desk area. This is a great location for your TV. It's out of the way when you're not using it, and it's in perfect placement when you are, so you can be laying in bed at night watching TV before you drift off to sleep. Now on each end of this, there's a wardrobe cabinet here that's very large size, so you can hang all of your garments in there. And then up top here, there's even more storage that's all lighted up in these really nice big cabinets. Same thing on the other side here. We have a wardrobe cabinet on the right, and then down below that, we have additional storage space. Now, another really awesome aspect in this particular bedroom is when you lower the televator down, this becomes desk space. I'm surprised they don't actually have a couple of desk chairs in here now to show it off, but you could certainly use this as a big, huge desk. This will be great for us because we work in our camper all the time. So if you're traveling around and you're a nomadic worker and you need some office space, what a great setup this is. And there are also 3 drawers here that you can store away some of your office supplies or anything else you need to store away, underwear, socks, whatever you got. Finally, on this side of the desk, there's another drawer up top that pulls out, and even more cabinet space down below. There's also a receptacle here in case you need to plug anything in from that side of the desk, and there's another receptacle on this side as well. So here I am standing in the hallway of what would be considered the mid bathroom in here, and this is actually a split mid bathroom. What that means is this bathroom is in the middle of this travel trailer, hence the name mid bath, and it's split because on one side of the hallway is where the vanity is, and on the other side of the hallway is where your shower and commode are located. Now, in order to create some separation between the bathroom and the living quarters or kitchen area and family room of this trailer, there is a little sliding door here that you can close to close things off, and there's also another door that goes between the mid bath and the bedroom, so you can really cut things off in here and make this one big private bathroom if you like. Now, the first cabinet that you see coming in here, I guess could be considered either part of your kitchen or part of your bathroom. Use it however you like, but it has 3 adjustable shelves in here, which is really fantastic. Anytime you can adjust your shelves, I think that's always a better option than having fixed shelves. Now, in the vanity area here, you'll notice that we have a very nice medicine cabinet set up here, beautiful light up top, and then even their valances are just incredible. I mean, they have this leather look on them, just really fine fit and finish. There's also a window here to let in some natural light. Behind the medicine cabinet, you'll find a really nice big open area. This is a corner style medicine cabinet, so there's plenty of space inside there for you. And then we have a really big, deep sink in here. Let's see how deep that sink is. Good Lord. It's about 8 inches deep, which is really unusual. Most of the time we see vanity sinks in trailers, they're not very deep at all. But you also have all this additional countertop space in here. There's also a receptacle located just below the countertop, so if you need to plug in a hair dryer or a shaver, that's conveniently located as well. In addition, there are 3 drawers that are located under this pantry cabinet that you can pull out for additional storage, and then there are a couple of doors located below the countertop for even more storage space. So now I'm across the hall and I'm in the shower and commode part of this bathroom, and I'm standing in the shower like I always end up doing. And let's go ahead and measure the ceiling height in here, because for you taller folks, I think this is going to work out really well. Now I'm standing in the shower, and from the shower floor into the skylight, there is 6 feet 6 inches of headspace, but the overall ceiling height in this camper from floor to ceiling is actually 6 feet 9 inches of height. So for you taller guys and gals out there, you got a king size bed, you have great headroom in here, and even the shower is high enough that you probably won't have to crouch down at all when you're using your shower. Now, the shower that is in here is a little bit on the small side, but they've done a good job with it. There's a little section in here, or a little spot in here for your soap and shampoo. There's an upgraded shower head that's adjustable and movable inside the shower. And then they have this shower curtain on a track, which really works well. The track actually bows out into the bathroom, so it moves away from you when you're in here taking a shower. Just outside, we have another cabinet here for additional storage, with some closed storage and open storage below. And then, of course, when I'm sitting on the commode, well, I'm not going to pass the elbow test on this side, but on my left side, no problem. Now, we managed to get around the back of this camper because it's actually 2 feet away from the camper next door. Most of them are 6 inches apart, and I just can't squeeze between them. I'm eating too well. But anyway, there is a storage compartment on the other side of the camper, not the camp side. This is underneath of the owner's bed. It's actually in the slide out, but this is a nice big deep storage area. You would be able to get some chairs and stuff like that into this storage compartment. Hey guys, let us know which one of these trailers you like the best and why in the comments down below. And let us know too if you think these trailers would work for you if you're a taller person. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want to see some more travel trailers with king beds in them, just click the box down below, and Susan and I will see you in the next video.